Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We take up fourth video in the series Bhramar Geet. Bhramar Geet is a compendium of verses by Surdas, who has included therein verses describing Uddhav visiting Braj to convey Krishna's message to gopis who had been left pining for him when he suddenly left for Mathura. Surdas was a 16th century blind Hindi devotional poet and singer, known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. He was a part of Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. This movement represented spiritual empowerment of the masses, and two other poets were prominent in this movement, Tulsidas and Kabir. Surdas has written his verses in a dialect of Hindi called Braj Bhasha. His work raised the status of Braj Bhasha from a crude language to that of a literary one. The genesis of Bhramar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. According to the narration in the Puran, the inhabitants of Braj could not reconcile with the loss of Krishna to Mathura. The depth of their sorrow knew no bounds. Then Krishna thought of sending a friend and a class fellow of his by name Uddhav to Braj, where he would explain the divinity of Krishna to his parents, Nand and Yashoda. He was to tell them that Krishna is formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end, and omnipresent. Krishna had sent a message with Uddhav for his beloved gopis also, who had been pining for him ever since he had left Vrindavan for Mathura. The gopis notice his chariot when he calls on Nand and Yashoda. They think that Krishna has returned, but that is not so. Realizing that Krishna has sent Uddhav as a messenger to assuage their heart, they require about Krishna's well-being. Noticing their attachment to Krishna, Uddhav tries to dispel their attachment by talking of yoga and the supreme knowledge of Brahma. The gopis feel cheated, and at that moment a black bee comes over, droning, and the gopis address the black bee, and through him they taunt Uddhava. Rahure madhukar madhu matavare, कौन काज या निर्गन सौ, चिरजीवहु कान्हा मारे, लोटत पीत पराग कीच में बीच न अंग संहारई, भारम भार सरक मदिरा की अपरस रटत उधारई. The gopis were already disgusted with Uddhav, so they found a medium in the black bee and they addressed him. O Bhramara, you be busy with your sucking nectar out of flowers, but leave us alone. We are lost in our love for Krishna. We are not concerned with the Nirgun God. May our Krishna live long, chir jeevahu kanha mare. You forget yourself, O Brahmar, in the fragrance of flowers, and you drink the sap so much that you start talking nonsense. But we are not like you. That we give ourselves to whatever flowers you see or we see. We are concerned only with one person. Sundar badan kamal dal lochan jasumati nand dulare, who has a lovely face. His eyes are blue, and he is the beloved son of Yashoda. Tan man sur arpi rahi श्याम ही का पै लेहि उधारे. We have given away our heart and bodies to him. From where shall we borrow now another heart to lend it to Nirgun Bhagwan? This is the verse we are discussing today. The one who was preaching about Nirgun Bhagwan was Uddhava. He had advised them that sit in meditation and think of Nirgun Brahma, who is beyond knowledge, who is indestructible, who stays in our mind. This is according to the Vedas and the Puranas. You can't have liberation without Tattva Gyan, knowing the secret of the universe. If you get rid of this affection for Krishna, you will get salvation in Brahma. But the gopis don't believe in what Uddhav is saying. For him, everything is concentrated in their love for Krishna. And that is why they address the Brahmar the show of fondness for others, they say, is mostly selfish. It is to serve a purpose, to seduce. The Brahmar dances around a flower. A man chases a woman with promises he intends never keeping. A courtesan turns her face away from a suitor whose fount of wealth has dried. The public scorns a ruler who cannot protect. The Brahmar tries to touch the gopis. They spurn him. And as per Srimad Bhagavad Purana, they say, don't even touch my feet, you rascal. You are a friend of a cheat. Your salutations are false. Can't we see that your whiskers are smeared with the yellow paste of garlands worn by Krishna and crushed during his embraces of the breasts of our rivals in Mathura? Inconsistent is your love for the flowers. You never stick to one, ever flirting from one to another. Just like our Krishna. But who cares? Let Krishna please the flirtatious Mathura beauties. The yellow unguent, a sign of his proximity, would be a matter of scorn in an assembly of Yaduvanshis. Why send it to us as a mocking gift? Why belittle our devotion to Krishna? This is how the gopis address the black bee. I have quoted a few lines from Srimad Bhagavad Puran, where there is an identical chapter, Bhramar Gita. Surdas has woven his poem on the same idea in very interesting images and words. We shall take up the next verse in the next video. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for visiting this site. Have a good day.